Okay, so how is everybody doing? Is everybody doing all right? Very good. All right. So today is our Teachers Live. We're giving everybody just a minute or two to pop in and make sure that they were able to connect and get in here with us. If you want, you can share so that others can join us. Feel free. We love it when you do that. And if you see me looking to the side here, I'm just quickly checking to see if we are up and running properly. I believe we are. We should be. Ah, there we go. I believe I can see it. All right. Okay. We should be up and good. All right. So hopefully everybody is here and ready to go. Okay. So once again, thank you for showing up today. And we have something really amazing for you. If I can find it. Haha. There we go. So in our Teachers Live series this week, we have one of our TCEC teachers, Teacher Tammy. But first, I should introduce myself. If you don't know who I am Teacher Cole. I am the owner of TCEC, and I am excited to kick off another wonderful Teachers Live with you. If you're joining us for the first time, welcome. So, just a reminder, this is our new program that we have. Every 2 weeks, we get together for these interactive live lessons to make learning exciting and engaging for our students. But today we have something really special planned. It's all about Halloween. Who doesn't like Halloween candy? From fun vocabulary to some simple conversations, you'll be ready to talk about all things spooky by the end of this lesson. But I won't be the one leading our lesson today. This is going to be, she's actually a supervisor teacher at TCC, Teacher Tammy, who will be taking you through today's lesson. So she's got a fun, interactive lesson ready for you. And I will be popping in just a second here. As soon as I pass it over to her, I will be putting in a free workbook link. So you will have a really fun link, haha, a fun workbook to be able to use during and after today's lesson to give you a little extra insight. Okay? So without further ado, I will hand it over to Teacher Tammy to get us started. Take it away.
Hi. So, as you heard, I am Teacher Tammy. Before we get to the Halloween things, I always start with greeting. Knowing how to say hello in English is very important. So, we're going to start there. Let me share my screen with you. Okay. Right. So, right. So a greeting is a big word for how to say hello to our friends. What are friends? The people that we play with at break time or recess. We all have friends at school, right? So, hello. Hello. You can say hi.
Hello, Teacher
Next one is
Tammy.
hello, Teacher Cole. How are you? So you say hello and you ask the question, how are you? How are you? Right? Or you can say, how are you today? And your answer is, I'm good, thank you. Or I'm fine, thank you. Or I'm happy, thank you. I'm sad, thank you. I'm angry, thank you. I'm tired, thank you. I'm hungry, thank you. So all of these can be your answer. You don't always have to say I'm fine, right? Then you need to ask the question, how are you? It's a conversation between two people, right? Then I can say I'm fine. Thank you. Perfectly fine. Thank you. Or you can say I'm good. Thanks. Remember to say thank you. Very important word in English. 2 words, sorry. Thank you. Right, so you got the greeting. Let's teacher Cole and I do it together to help you hear how it goes. Hello, teacher Cole. How are you?
Oh, I'm great today. Thank you. How are you?
I am so lovely. Thank you for asking me. Done and done. Right? That's how we do the greeting. Awesome. Let's move along. Halloween. Can you say Halloween? Right. Halloween is a time to dress as our favorite character from a book or a movie and to get candy, right? So we dress up on Halloween. Do you like Halloween? Can you write for us in the comments? Do you like Halloween? Yes? No? Maybe? I don't know. I like Halloween because of the candy. I like the candy. Okay. We are going to learn some vocabulary words for Halloween. First word, pumpkin. Can you say pumpkin? Costumes. Can you say costumes?
Costumes.
And my favorite word for Halloween, candy. Okay, so those are our 3 vocabulary words. So, what is pumpkin? A pumpkin is a big orange vegetable. It's very good for you if you eat it, but we also use them to make a jack-o'-lantern. So, once upon a long ago, before electricity, we would have lanterns that we put a candle in when it was dark so we could have some light. So, a jack-o'-lantern is a pumpkin where you draw the face on a pumpkin, right? Don't forget to take the inside of the pumpkin out because you need to put a candle in there. And then you cut the face you drew with a knife. Make sure your parents are with you. You don't do this by yourself, right? And it's called carving. Yes, it's a knife. Yes, we cut with a knife. But when we are cutting a face in a pumpkin, it is called carving. And then we put the candle in, the sun goes down, the lights are off, and look at the pretty pictures we can see. Have you ever carved a pumpkin? Can you write for us in the comments if you have?
I used to paint pumpkins.
Paint them. Oh, I haven't heard of painting. Okay, what color did you paint the pumpkin?
When I was a child, my mother got quite tired of the mess.
Did you make a mess?
And they lasted longer. We used to paint them. So we would paint the jack-o'-lanterns or we would paint a Halloween picture.
Okay, so there you go. Have you ever carved a pumpkin or have you ever painted a pumpkin? Those are questions. You can write for us in the comments. Right. And if you have ever carved a pumpkin, what kind of face did you make? Did you make a scary face? Did you maybe just draw a bat? Or how about a cat and a bat? Can you write for us in the comments what kind of face you made, or maybe what kind of face you would like to make if you could carve a pumpkin? We would like to know. We would. Next word, costumes. What are costumes? They special clothes we wear for fun. Do you wear costumes for Halloween? Have you dressed up as Spider-Man, a fairy for Halloween? Have you? Do you like to? Would you like to tell us in the comments what you enjoy to dress up as, what your costume is for Halloween? Teacher Tammy's favorite part of Halloween. Candy. On Halloween, children go trick or treating. Can you say trick or treat? It gets a bit tricky when you say it fast. Trick or treat. So children get dressed up, they go trick or treating to get candy. You knock on the door and you say trick or treat, and the people open the door and they give you candy because you look so cute in your costume. So, what is your favorite candy? Mine is chocolate. Anything chocolate, I love it. Right. Our next vocabulary word is ghost. Can you say ghost? What
Ghost.
is a ghost? Yeah, thank you. What is a ghost? A ghost is a spirit of someone who is no longer here. They have died. Here's a Halloween ghost costume for you. We see a lot of ghosts at Halloween. It's a cute costume to wear, right? Look at that. Okay. So now let's use our new vocabulary words in a sentence. So we're using the simple present tense, and it's how we talk about things that happen often or happen every year, like Halloween or Christmas. You might be more familiar with Christmas. So we can say every Halloween I carve a pumpkin. Or like Teacher Cole, I paint a pumpkin. Mm-hmm. Let's use ghost in a sentence. Every year I wear a ghost costume. Let's use trick or treating. Every Halloween I go trick or treating. Can you write for us in the comments how you could make a sentence with our vocabulary words? Pumpkin, costume, or ghost?
What did you used to say, Teacher Tammy, when you went trick-or-treating as a child?
So here's the interesting thing, Teacher Cole. There's no trick or treating in my country.
Oh, really?
Really? So I know all about Halloween because I lived in America for 5 years. So everything I know about America, I know from living there a very, very, very long time ago. But in my country, no, it's not a thing at all. So what about yourself, Teacher Cole? What did you like to dress up as when you went trick-or-treating as a small child?
Well, of course, we always had, you had to be a witch at least one time.
Right?
I actually have a picture of me, my mother, and my grandmother. All three of us were witches one year.
Oh, that is so cute.
I
That
was
is so
quite small.
cute.
I can barely remember
Mm.
it, but I was a mime quite a few years in a row.
Oh, the faces I don't like. It's like clowns, that white
But it's just
powder
white
on.
with the black,
Mm,
and then you wore the black outfit. It was a very easy outfit to use and put together because where I lived, it was quite cold. So it was a great way to stay warm and still wear a Halloween costume.
right, right. True, because Halloween is, what is that? Autumn?
Yeah, it's a
Mm,
fall, so the 31st of October, and I'm from the northern part of the United States, so it's quite cold at that time of year already.
right, right. So in my country, the 31st of October, which is when there's Halloween, right? Um, is going into summer. So yeah, we wouldn't have the snow and the cold, but like I said, it's not something that is done here. So my question to you, TCEC students that are watching, or maybe not TCE students, maybe just students that are watching, um, do you go trick or treating on Halloween where you live? And if you do, can you tell me how many doors you knocked on? I wonder if you understand what I'm saying, but that's a good question. Not how much candy did you get, how many doors did you knock on? That is my question. So let us know in the comments, please. And great job. Nicely done, nicely listened. So we have learned three new vocabulary words today. First word, pumpkin, costume, ghost. I would love to hear from you. I'm looking forward to reading your comments. And then please, please tell me what you would like to dress up as this coming Halloween at the end of the month. I would also like to know. Thank you for joining me. I hope you liked our lesson. I enjoyed being here, and I will see you in 2 weeks. Maybe. Bye.
Well done, teacher Tammy. What a wonderful lesson. Isn't that just amazing? Every culture has so many different traditions. Some people don't even celebrate Halloween. Where I am from in America, we would find that very strange. What? No candy?
Like, what is wrong with you?
Right? Who doesn't want candy? But then again, I have students in China who celebrate Lunar New Year. Where I'm from, we don't celebrate that. And they have a couple other festivals. And for example, in I believe it's Thailand, they have the water festival where they spray
Yes.
water with everybody. I forget how to say that. And I didn't even know about that myself until I had to teach a lesson on it in one of our materials, in our Wonders material. And I thought it was like the coolest thing when I read that. I was like, "What?" And I had to go look it up. So, learning about different cultures is really fun.
Because you realize that not every country is the same. And that you can break it down to not every person is the same. We all think and feel differently. But like I said, in my country, I didn't even know about Halloween until I went to America. And then when I was teaching in Southeast Asia. Halloween is big there as well. And I just thought it was weird that our country is not, just not.
It's just
But speaking
it's
about
fun.
the water festival, Teacher Cole, I'm dying to go. I am dying to go to the water festival in Thailand. I really am.
I would love to experience that. But then again, I live in another country now overseas, and it's opened my eyes and given me a lot of opportunities to see other cultures. And our students that we have are from so many different places.
Mm-hmm.
So it's a lot of fun. I find it a quite an adventure, even though I do it online.
Right? No, it is. It is. For example, we are at the tail end of winter here. And yesterday was so cold. It was so cold. It was just not funny. And then today it was so nice and warm and hot. And I'm speaking to a student in Southeast Asia, and she's like, it's so cold today, and it's supposed to be autumn, not winter yet. And I just thought that was funny because yesterday I was saying how cold I was, and then today she was complaining she was cold, I wasn't. So yes, it's very interesting, the difference in cultures. I enjoy it.
It's quite enjoyable. I agree. It's so much fun. It really is.
Mm.
It's such an interesting process to be able to interact with people from so many different places. It's quite enjoyable.
Truly,
But
and we learn so much.
oh yes, we learn a ton,
Hmm.
both teachers and students. And that's the lovely thing is when a teacher can also learn from their student. I think everybody can learn from somebody. And so
Right?
it's wonderful to be able to do that.
Mm.
All right, let's see here if I can get it on. I'm trying to find it's gone. Oh well. Okay. So before we wrap up our session today, okay, I would love to hear from you guys. So let's have a quick little AMA, ask me anything. So if you have any questions about the Halloween vocabulary, um, how to use it in conversations, or anything else from today's lesson with Teacher Tammy, now is your chance. Drop your questions in the chat and we'll answer them live. We will also still answer these questions for the next couple of days afterwards for those who are going to be watching the replay. Our replay also comes out on Saturday morning again. But while we are waiting for a few questions to come in, I have some questions for Teacher Tammy today. So she asked me some questions I get to ask. So, what's your favorite Halloween word that we learned today?
I'm pretty sure I said it before I said the word. Candy.
Yeah, Kathy.
Mm.
Can you give me an example of that in a sentence to give our students a nice little framework to work with?
I love eating candy. I know it's not good for me, but I like it anyway.
Very good, very good. But I know that you don't have Halloween in where you're from now, but when you were in America, what was your favorite Halloween tradition?
I loved sitting. I lived in an apartment complex that had a gate at the front. So people couldn't knock on the door, but they could come to the front gate and push the button. And I would sit there at the table with the big bowl of candy. That's not a good place to have. Teacher Tammy is in charge of the big bowl of candy. So I would love to sit with the big bowl of candy and give it to the children in their cute little costumes. That was my favorite part.
Oh, that is amazing. Okay, my last question. If you had to pick a costume for Halloween this year, what would it be?
Um, oh, funny that I prepared this lesson. I've been thinking about Halloween for days, and it never crossed my mind what I would dress as. So what I can tell you is my favorite costume that I have ever worn as a teacher on Halloween in Southeast Asia was I dressed as the Blue Fairy from Pinocchio.
Oh, like yeah. Oh, wow. I don't
So
think I've ever seen anybody dress as that one.
me either. And so because I don't like to follow the crowd and do what everybody else is doing, I had a big blue, beautiful dress, just like the blue fairy, and none of my students knew who I was. It was so funny. Nobody
Oh,
knew, nobody knew who I was. They just thought I was dressed in a pretty blue dress with a tiara and a wand. They had no clue.
that is funny. Oh my goodness, I love that. Oh my goodness. Wow. What a fantastic Q&A session with teacher Tammy. A big thank you to her for guiding us through some fun Halloween vocabulary and helping us practice some conversations. So I hope everyone had a really great time learning and feel ready to talk about Halloween. Maybe talk about your Halloween plans in English to your parents.
Right?
So before we wrap up, don't forget to use what we learned today with your friends and family. And if you missed part of the lesson, no worries. You can always catch the replay on YouTube or here on Facebook for a while. For more lessons, make sure to join Teacher Cole's English Corner and on our Facebook as well, where you can get updates on all upcoming live sessions, resources, and more. So thank you for joining us today. You will notice in the comments that I did put the link to teacher Tammy's calendar for if you would ever want to sign up with her for an assessment lesson. She is a supervisor teacher, so she does do our assessment lessons here at TCEC. And if you would like to explore things farther, you're welcome to get a direct link to her calendar. I'll even, you know what? I have her QR code too through our booking system. I will see if I can drop that in there. Let's see if I can get it to drop in here.
So while you're dropping things, might I just mention that in my country, there is no such thing as candy. You're looking at me like I'm crazy. No, I'm telling you the truth. You say candy, people are going to look at you and go, huh? Um, in my country, they're sweets.
Oh, do
Mm-hmm.
you call suckers lollies also?
Um,
I know in UK they do.
yes, yes, they're lollipops. They're not suckers, even though you do suck on them. Yes, I understand, but yes, they're lollipops. But candy are sweets and chocolate is chocolate. Chocolate is not classified as sweets. Yeah, there's just some weird,
Oh,
interesting, yeah,
and this is why
interesting
we
to know.
teach different versions of English. Our
Right,
curriculum is
right,
based off of the American version of English, the US version.
right.
But we always tell, okay, well, this is how they say it in the UK version and the Australian version and the South African version, because we don't just only talk to one group of people.
No, 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 not at all. And so for those students that are not sure, teacher Cole is American and I am British English. I immigrated to South Africa. So my passport, I have a South African passport, but yeah, my English is different. Just that's just for you to know.
Well, we have teachers from South Africa, we have teachers from Canada, America, and Britain. We have a couple British teachers. I'm trying to remember. Oh, we have a couple from the Philippines.
Mm-hmm.
Trying to remember. We did have a couple from hmm, where was he from? Was that Nigeria?
I don't remember. No, I don't remember.
There was a couple African countries that we had a couple teachers from, besides South Africa.
Mm, mm. Just the main difference between the accents is like teacher Cole will say tomato and I will say tomato. Same, same word, same vegetable, or it's actually a fruit. Just different ways of pronouncing the word. And what is very interesting is if you know both, you will never be scared when you come across a foreigner in your country that uses either word. You will know what they're saying: tomato, tomato; grass, grass. You know. So Be
Schedule instead of schedule.
right, right.
And I know I
It's
butchered
little
that.
things. Little things. But ultimately, yes, we are all English, and it's a lovely language to learn, I
And
must say.
it's lovely to be able to understand the differences between it, so we're never confused or
Also, yes.
frustrated, right?
Mm-hmm.
Yeah,
Mm-hmm.
very good.
Very important.
All right,
So
go ahead.
thank you very much, Teacher Cole, for inviting me to your live lesson. I had fun.
I had fun too. I think this was wonderful. So thanks again, everybody, for joining us today. We can't wait to see you for our next Teachers Live. So that will be in 2 weeks, and it'll be another Halloween theme, but this one will be for the advanced class. So we always do the first one of the month is the beginner level, and the second session of the month, which is the first and third weeks of the month, is the more advanced level. So we'll get the same topic, but we'll be at a little bit higher level so you can expand your knowledge a little bit further. All right, you guys, I want everybody to have a happy Halloween, and I will see you later. Bye bye.